they can't be here. And so just to quickly, I'm just trying to see, I'm playing around with your faces here. But just to quickly revisit what I started talking with Annika about when she logged on before Joe and Macy were logged on. Joe, you're flipping around here. I'm going to mute you for a second. Okay. Is that you'll see stuff populating on a remote folder. I'm going to walk you through that in a moment. But also right now, really the focus should be on completing those marriage projects. I don't want any of that to sneak up on anyone, and let's just get through those so we can put that behind us. And while I'm going through the content for the remainder of the year, I'm trying to be cognizant that I know some of you are home, bored out of your mind, and there's others in the classroom who have way too much on their plates, and I'm trying to just come to a happy medium. So you're going to see content get pared down a bit as we move forward, but I have to do it methodically because I have to follow the objectives of the course to make sure everybody walks out with the objectives of the course map. So let me just show you what the design of the course looks like right now. So if you, and you guys can see my screen, right?
Yes.
Okay, good. So if you are on our homepage, I'm going to flip over from the cat here. Isn't that kitty cute? Oh, I guess I'm not flipping over anywhere. Apparently I'm just, oh, what did I do? Oh, here. I'm going to go back to our homepage. So when you log into Blackboard, this is what the site will look like. Not this, but this. I will replace this video that will populate here in a moment with today's video. So when folks get on, they'll automatically see this. And then we move over here to the start here, COM 2500 course content folder. And once we click in here, this was that cute little kitty that was just up. So right front and center is our course remote folder. Everything that you need from now on is right in here. So you don't have to go all sorts of different places. You don't have to go out to Google. You don't need to worry about any of that stuff. I'm putting everything right in this folder. From in here, our content is broken down into a couple of different ways. First of all, this is just a little blurb about what these folders all mean, but I'll tell you what they are right now. So this is our interpersonal content folder. When you click in here, there'll be a list of readings, videos, that kind of stuff that I'd like you to check out. And I did plug in a video that I'd like everyone to watch. However, it doesn't seem like it linked. So let me just, while I'm in here and bandwidth is crazy, I'm going to link that right away so you can grab it. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. I don't know. Do you guys having bandwidth issues at all? Or are things good?
Sorry.
That's okay. Joe, are you having bandwidth issues?
No, I just switched devices.
Oh, good idea.
Yeah, I went to the laptop because I couldn't hear what you were saying from my phone. So.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I got that.
Okay. All right, so that's updated there. So when you go into the content folder, you can look through and there'll be things like this, listening and emotions, which is where we are now. And I'll just ask you to watch this video. More things will populate in there, but again, I want to be careful about what I share because I want to make sure that it meets our objectives and I'm not sending anybody on a wild goose chase. Then I'm going to back into our remote course folder again. Oh, thank goodness. I thought those were gone. We have a weekly discussions forum. So in a few moments after this meeting, you'll see a question that has to do with emotions. Listening and emotions is where we are right now. And this one is the one I really wanted to draw everybody's attention to because this is a task that we have coming up. Joe, I know that your group already did this. but we'll go ahead and plunk in. These were those group activity assignments. So I plunked the original details in here, and these are the folks that have already completed it, but these are our folks who still need to do it. You'll notice that I have added some new dates in here. And so Annika, you'll be presenting your initial post on April 15th. So that's a bit of a change. And I thought I saw Emily. Emily's here. Emily, oh, we had you. You already went. Yes, you were in Joe's group. And Macy, your new date starts here on May 6th. So let's talk about what this means. So last time that we met, we had chatted about, instead of doing like the whole everybody in class and doing something right in the moment, that we would follow the lead of our first group who had that New York Times quiz, post that as the initial post, give some time for the class to participate in it. And then I'm muting folks here. Macy, you switched devices too. You're still on in the other room or whatever. All right, everyone's muted just so it doesn't get funky with the audio there. So that first group had come in and had us all do that New York Times survey. You can see that here within the directions, that if you wanted to revisit what that looked like, you could do that. And just as a reminder, I'll pull it up. We're not going to go through it, obviously, but just so you can see it. Apparently, I'm launching a meeting. Not doing that. I picked the wrong thing. No. Oh, here it is. This was the how y'all use guys. So that was that activity. So the new charge here to our groups is for everyone to either make one or find an activity. And when you do that, what I'd like you to do is, oh, I suppose I really bunked this up. I lost my other window. Too many windows. Don't become a slave to your windows here like I am, clearly. I'm going back into that remote course folder. Wonder if some steam will come out. This is the folder that we were in. After I broke the internet and everything. Come on, baby, you can do it. Okay, so once you decide what that activity is going to be, you want to use this group project forum. And this is all explained in the text. So if it's not making sense, go back and read through the prompts. It should be pretty self-explanatory. But what I would like for you to do then is to post your links in here. And there's already ones in there, but we're going to get rid of those. I don't know. Those are old ones. Oh, I just flunked you down to the bottom there. That was pretty good. Okay. One more to delete, and then I'll show you what's up. So when you come into this folder as a group, Annika, Macy, and then the other students who are not here at this moment, Emily, look at your Baba. Ah, congratulations. I can't, wait, let me unmute you.
I just had to show you. He's a lot of work.
Look at that. Congratulations. Oh, he doesn't even know. One day you're going to say, dude, you were born during the great COVID-19 crisis of 2020.
Yep.
That's what my in-laws always say to my husband, that he was born in the blizzard of 77. And he wasn't. but that's all they remember about 77. Oh, well, congratulations. He's beautiful.
Thank
And
you.
right at the perfect stage right now, too, because he's not doing anything.
He's passed out.
Perfect. Thank you for sharing. All right, I'm going to move you guys back down here. All right, so when you as your group gets in here, what you'll do is you'll create a thread, and then you'll just make an initial post about what it is that you plan to do. So when you found your activity, you can just say, hey team, hey class. This is our initial post for our group project, and then write in here what you would like people to do. So if you need them to do like a Google form, watch a video, participate with something because you've created like an activity where, for instance, you might say, hey, go ask 3 people this question and record the responses. You'll direct them to do that here and make sure to include the links. And as you saw, Blackboard is a little funky with links. It doesn't automatically generate them. So you'll see I have that link there that you'd want to actually go back in and plunk the link in. Now, with that being said, has that been happening to you guys when I send announcements? So the announcement for this Zoom today, was that already linked, or yeah, okay, good. Because I didn't even consider that until it just came out of my mouth. All right, and so then what you would do is just press submit. Obviously there's no content here, so it's going to give me a little error code. And then have you all, I know Joe you have, and Emily I know you have Annika and Macy, have you participated in online discussions before? In online discussion boards? Okay, perfect. For anybody else out there in class who hasn't, if you have any questions about it, feel free to reach out to me via email, and I'll jump on and give you a quick tutorial personally so we can make sure everybody's on the right spot. When your thread comes up here, obviously it'll populate for the rest of the group, and then we as a class just respond to it. It's hard to, this is me grading the group who's doing it, but it's hard for the group to actually get it done if people don't participate. I want to use the honor system here because, again, I know there's so much on people's plates. So please do try to be responding to group members. And I guess if you send me a note too that you've posted it, I can shoot out an announcement that it's been posted so folks go, just a little prompt to make sure people are going in there. All right, so our first group should actually be posting something today, so we'll look forward to that, and I will give them a little, I'll give them a little prompting to make sure that gets done sometime today or tomorrow. And I'm going back into this remote course folder. So I want to show you just a couple of other things, and then I'll field some questions from you guys. Again, I've moved all of the pertinent information you need. So now in terms of the marriage project, you can find all of that info in here, and this is where you will submit that information. We walked through this during our last class session. Nothing has changed with regard to the setup of it. This is that initial content that I sent to you. However, I think we did change it because of the PowerPoint. So let me explain what happened with that video, because I know a couple of you were here and others were not. And we generated that PowerPoint, like that template. So when we got offline, there was no video, just audio of me from our meeting. So Zoom, this like platform, just didn't do what it was supposed to. And honestly, I just got very overwhelmed. So I just kind of walked away from it. But let's just really quickly revisit that. When I gave you this assignment, I think we had, I'm not sure if that we had talked about this being a presentation video or a PowerPoint, but it's certainly something you can choose. If you feel more comfortable, again, this is, I've got a spectrum of people bored out of their minds, and then people who have way too much on their plates. So if the idea of doing a presentation has you wonked out beyond belief, just write a paper. Just make sure that you hit all of these prompts and include your data, and you're all good. But if you really feel like, you know, I'm really quick with building PowerPoints, I like that format a lot better, then by all means, build a PowerPoint. And during our last discussion, let's hope the computer works with me here. Oh, finally. Just have to open something local, and there we go. We had quickly made a template that I will upload in a moment to the site that you can download and use as a way to just quickly start plugging your information in for your project. And so I just basically cut and paste the this thing here, this outline into this PowerPoint. So this is just kind of like, this is the slide where you'd put this information in, this slide you'd put this one, this, so on and so forth. Does that make sense? Oh, Joe, I'm blocking your face. Good. All right. So I'll make sure to plug that up there. The other thing is we have this discussion board in case you want to banter about the project, have questions about it. You can jump in here and ask those here. Okay. Oh, good. We have a couple of people posting. Oh, here we go. Boy, it's rough and living in Bust-I, my friends. Excellent. Okay, so Elena says that she's already moved them. Okay, good. All right, so if you would jump in and watch that video in terms of an assignment, I think for right now the assignment is still to focus on the marriage project stuff. And I will post some discussion questions about it, but otherwise we're going to, just like I said, switch gears a bit, and I'll be plunking stuff up there. And now we have just one more class before spring break, right? Where are you guys going? Somewhere good? Anyone going anywhere good this year? Nobody's going to be.
Close.
Yeah, right. You're not going to be the people in Fort Lauderdale giving everyone the coronavirus? No. Oh, man. All right. So maybe for spring break, we should think about where we're going to go next year and start making plans. If you buy now, I hear the rates are phenomenal. You can get some really good buys. All right. What questions do you guys have for me? Joe? Let me unmute you, hon. Hold on. Did I just mute you? Sorry. Muting? Unmuting. I don't know why it's not unmuting. Are you muted on your side? There.
Is it good now?
Got ya. Yep.
Okay. So just to clarify, what we have to do for next class is fill out the listening and emotions, respond to the discussion forums, and work on the marriage project.
That's it. Good.
Earlier you said there were weekly discussion forums. Are those the groups, or are there ones that you're posting as well?
There's going to be one that's just specifically directed about listening and emotions. And that is right after we sign out. I just can't deal with the bandwidth to put these up here.
Okay. Well, if it's just those, that's everything. I just want to clarify.
Yeah.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Thank you. Other questions, guys?
For the group project, I just was wondering, I found I have to talk to my group still, but I was just looking around, and I've been having trouble finding a good activity, but I found a really good article. I was wondering if maybe the activity could be reading an article, and then I don't know, I might come up with questions or something. I gotta connect with my group, but would that work, or does it need to be something else?
I think that's a great idea. I mean, given the state of affairs, any way that we can connect about it. The whole purpose of the group project is really that we're connecting about the content that we're talking about. Sounds good to me. If you could, just shoot me what that article is, So if I just inadvertently, I don't want that to be part of the content that I put up, like what happened with Joe's group. So I'll avoid it.
Yep.
If you want to just shoot it to me, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Good idea. Now I feel like I must, what I got to do is put you guys up here so it looks like I'm looking into the camera, but I'm okay. I didn't even think about my production skills. What other stuff? Nothing? All right. Well, I appreciate you're all logging in. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to stop recording at this moment.